Today, I'm going to unbox some stuff from Only Games. They were nice enough to send me some stuff for this unboxing for free. They work with a lot of independent creators, and what they're doing mostly nowadays is that they are doing 3D printed stuff. Oh, look at that mermaid. She seems nice. Specifically today, I'm going to unbox their subscription service, which is the Crate, the Only Games crates. You get sci-fi crates, fantasy crates, and full color crates. You get 3 gray miniatures for each one of the fantasy or sci-fi crate, and then the color crate just comes with 1 miniature. The crates cost around 18 bucks US, which is obviously 15 pounds. Each month, they feature different designers. The February boxes, which I have here, that's the fantasy and sci-fi, were designed by Heresy Labs. And these are all fully printed up, and we'll see how it comes. And the color crate this month was designed by Miniatures Madness. And that's the crate that I was super interested in because I've heard a lot about these new color printed miniatures where everything's in different colors and it's ready to go out of the printer. So that's very interesting to me. Also, with a subscription, you get a discount code that gives you 20% off all models by that month's featured designers. The color crate contains a code that has 20% off all of the full color models across Only Games' online store. Also note, these were the miniatures for the month of February, so you please note the miniatures are going to be different every month. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty here, guys. These miniatures are incredibly high quality 3D printed miniatures. You can tell because of all the supports and stuff. Obviously, resin printed using very high quality stuff. So it's bendy. So bendy, in fact, I saw a flaw that I've never seen with a 3D printed, a bent sword. Generally speaking, I've only seen that in PVC miniatures. I've never seen that with a printed miniature before. And so because I didn't pay for these, I just said, I'll try the hot water treatment. And yup, the hot water treatment worked perfectly. And bingo bango, just a mere minute submerged in hot water and the sword was completely fixed. No issues at all. Detail looking fine as we look at the turnabout here. You might notice some other issues that I will talk about later. But yeah, overall, these are really good miniatures, and they seem to be very durable. The sci-fi thing, I think it would matter if you were into sci-fi miniatures, which I'm really not. They sent me this even though I didn't ask for it, so I think this gives me a lot of greater good vibes, if you catch my meaning on that. But yeah, I don't know. Tremendously detailed, perhaps even more so because these are all technological ones with all the little bits and bobs and different textures and stuff like that. So yeah, very impressive looking even for someone like me who maybe is not completely interested in any kind of sci-fi war game style stuff, though these would certainly be perfect for that. And finally, we're going to look at the you call it pre-painted because it's printed in color. And yeah, this is where I noticed one of the big issues that I'm going to talk about now. The staff snapped off in shipping. Now, of course, I lived in New Hampshire, so this could have very well happened on my end. But I was very impressed with a pre-painted 3D printed miniature. It prints out in different colors. And you know what? The staff was a very simple fix on my end. Just a little bit of glue, and it glued right back on there. No fuss, no muss. But yeah, you get this kind of weird little, almost like, I don't know quite how to describe it. It's almost like a weird sheens and kind of odd looking like dustiness on the miniature. But besides that, it's pretty much table ready. I compared it to a couple other dwarves here. We have one of the ones from the academics ones from Steamforged that I put a little bit of time in painting, a metal one that I did a quick paint on, and then the one on the far right is EM4 that I just did a speed paint on. And you can see it'll fit right in and look really nice. Specifically, would I pay that amount of money for a pre-painted printed miniature like this? Gosh, I don't know. It would depend if it was something that I couldn't find elsewhere. There's certainly a number of miniatures where you look at it and it's just like, I literally can't get this anywhere else. And it would be very neat if it came pre-painted like this. And certain colors on this, like the color on the book and stuff, are so good. But some of the browns are a little bit weird. It's an off things. Here's more details showing off all the fact that it's got little stuff. I put a little wash on the dwarf gnome guy here to show that the details on this thing are just absolutely spectacular. These are clearly top of the line miniatures in terms of details and what you get. One of the only drawbacks, of course, is that because these are 3D printed, they are not going to be completely cleaned up when they get to you. That means that if you get an unpainted one like this, it might have a whole bunch of those little support divots that you have to file off. But yeah. My final thing is that this company is definitely aiming at people who want to support specific creators who don't have their own 3D printer, who don't mind paying a premium price for the 3D printed models that they want to get and support whatever creator that they're supporting. I think that that's their business model and their subscription service. For me personally, I think it's just almost just a little bit too expensive for me. If I really liked the models that they were offering one month and they were from a company that I know that I really like, then maybe I would consider doing it, because anywhere else you get 3D models, you're probably going to get a lot more issues. I only really had a couple of minor issues with this month's crates that I got. The crates, again, are from February. You're probably not going to see those again. But would I spend money? Would I have spent the money on these specific miniatures? Absolutely not. Obviously, I wouldn't have bought the sci-fi ones to begin with. The ones from Heresy Miniatures are very nice looking for the fantasy miniatures, but they're not ones that I would have sunk almost $19 on. I mean, it's just too much money. And while getting the pre-painted dwarf was an interesting thing, I pay $19 for a single miniature? I would have to say probably not. That's just my perspective. I know for a fact that if you were interested in supporting like a YouTuber that you really liked them, and like this was an easy way to get high quality printed miniatures from that YouTuber's IP, then yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer, because it would be an affordable way to support a creator like that. That business plan makes a lot more sense to me than the sort of like, subscription where you sign up for a subscription and then every month you get random miniatures. Yeah, I mean, if you really like subscription services, then maybe $20 plus shipping and handling, maybe that would be worth it to get 3 unpainted miniatures per month. Maybe for you personally, that is a value prospect that you would respect, but I probably would be more likely to buy specific miniatures from this site from creators that I know that I want to support. And if there's something very unique that I wanted, like from a mainstream sculptor, and I wanted a really high quality thing, then I would definitely do that rather than the subscription service. Let me know what you think below. Again, the big problems that I had: the broken miniature, which might have been on my end because I live in New Hampshire and they like to destroy mail. The supports, these are definitely going to be uncleaned miniatures. There's going to be a chance that you're going to have to do a lot of prep work on these. This is not a situation where you're just going to get them and then just start painting them right away. And then third, definitely, I feel like the bent weapons and stuff, I think they need to work on their packaging a little bit more, because clearly I think that got bent in transit. Obviously, it didn't come out of the printer like that. However, I was impressed by the durability and flexibility of the miniature, that they were easily be able to fix with a hot water thing. I got to give this store my highest ranking so far when it comes to 3D printed miniatures that you can buy online. This is the best I've found so far. The price surely reflects that, because these are premium miniatures at a very premium price. And yes, you can certainly find really good stuff on Etsy. However, I've also bought stuff on Etsy and had the people just simply take my money and never never ship me my stuff, and I literally had to get my money back from Etsy. Uh, and that person like closed down their store and stuff. It's just let me know what you think about this service, and let me know what you think in general in the comments below. Once again, I did not pay any money for the miniatures. They sent me these miniatures over for free for this review.